All right, start of the 5/4 time signature etude. And yeah, starting off pretty simple. Doubt it will take you very long at all to get this down at the 120. Yeah, just everything rings out. Well, beginning here, everything rings out for those 5 beats. And then here, I'm just kind of using Guitar Pro's default on how it beams things together when you put it in 5/4. So it's basically like you can think of it as counting as like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So when you get to this part, that's how I'm counting it. So like you got the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You could count it as like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. But if doing it as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 makes it easier, I would go with that. Now this, because you're just playing the same chord 5 times in a row, I would just go with counting it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then here, because we are changing chords on beat number 4, well then I'm going to go back to counting it like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then down here, counting this is like 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2, and that works fine for this part here. The most important thing is spacing it out well and making it work for you. So let's play it at the 120. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, There's the start. Okay, on to this guy. Try and go for 70 beats per minute. Yeah, just counting as like 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3. So, since we got the drums here, I'm going to start this at 50% speed. So a whopping 35 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really make sure you're tapping that foot at the beginning of each beat. 35% speed next. Dun, 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 dun. I changed too soon. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Da, 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 da. And full speed. Here we go. Theory. Back to the chord theory. All right. So I got two things set up here. One is all this filled in now, and then another file, page, where nothing is filled in. Oops, except the chord names. Let's fix that now. Because all I want in here is Roman numeral. So we'll just start with this. So basically, you want to go through this, see what's happening, get familiar with what's happening, and then do your best to recreate it without looking, but of course verify it afterwards, see how well you do. So what do we got set up here? So what we're doing is starting with just your basic, or a basic triad chord. So we got the voicing. Remember, the voicing is like the order of the intervals. So we have 1, 5, 1 again, 3. So the power chord, and then the third. So the next chord, we go into the 7th, major 7 here for this one. So you take the octave of the root note, lower that down to the 7, which is a half step below the root. And then what we're going to do is we're working towards these 9th chords with no 5th interval. So this way we have all the most important intervals of the ninth chord. So basically the 1, 3, 7, and 9. So remember the fifth interval is the most expendable one. So when we get to, I don't have the Roman numeral for number 7. So to stick with the no 5 thing, yeah, chord number 7, it will not have the 5. So it's not going to have that diminished sound to it. It just won't. But it fits in key just fine anyway. So again, to keep with having just 4 intervals being used, we won't have the flat 5 in the chord number 7 down here because we can't. That would involve all 5 intervals. But anyway, so we start with the C chord. We then take the octave of the root note, lower that down to the 7. And then we're going to take the 5th interval here and lower it down to the 3rd. So then we have this. So basically it looks like playing an E5 chord and you put the C in the bass. So you could call this E5 over C. But we're looking at it from a 7th chord perspective, so we're going to call it C major 7, no 5. And then what we do, we take that high octave of the 3rd interval and we lower it down to the 2. In this case, it would be the 9. And there we go. And it is quite a nice sounding chord. And that's the idea. So you start with the triad, and it's always going to be, 1, 5, 1, 3rd, or flat 3rd. And then we turn it into the 7th chord. And then we take the 5, put it down to the 3 of the flat 3. And then we take the high octave of the 3 or flat 3 and lower that to the 9. E minor. Take that octave, lower it down a whole step because it's a flat 7. And then we need to go for the B down to the G. Replace that 5th interval with another flat 3rd. And we take this flat 3rd and now we go down a whole step because we need a flat 9. We got the F major. Turn it into the F major 7. Replace that 5 with the 3rd. Take the high octave of the 3rd, lower that down to the G. And it'll be the same thing down here. We'll have open. And G major, or G7, G dominant 7. And then there we go. Octave of the root note down a whole step because it's a dominant 7. Take the 5th interval, lower it down to the 3rd. Then we take the high octave of the 3rd and lower that down to the 9. A minor 7. Take the octave, lower it down a whole step. Take the 5th, lower it down to the flat 3rd. The high flat 3rd, lower it down a half step to the 9. And B diminished. Take the high octave, or the octave of the root, lower it down a whole step. B minor 7 flat 5. And now we take the flat 5, put it down to the flat 3rd. And then we take the octave of the flat 3rd and lower that down to the flat 9. And there we go. So that's the process. I think that covers it all. So yeah, the final step of the tapping, work on that now. And yeah, any questions come up, let me know. I'll see you again next week.